Champ is here.
Yo.
Champ is here.
What's going on?
How you doing?
Doing good. I got something for you. Go sit in there real quick.
Okay.
All right, Elijah. So, how are you feeling today, champ? I just wanted to say hi. How are you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing good. So this is a little bit of an unconventional start to an episode, as you guys can see. We are in front of our TVs and movies set, our hardcore and the casual movies and TV. We are starting a new channel. If you guys want to go check it out, please go check it out. But today, I got something for you. I'm going to need that title first, though. I know you're the champ. I'm not stripping you of your title. I just need to see it real quick. Because this belt is being retired. I shall now put this aside. And congratulations to the new hardcore and the casual champion.
Goodness.
We have a new hardcore and the casual world champion. This is his new belt. And yeah, so this is going to be the thing that we're competing for now on. So it's going to give me a little more drive to beat you for now on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We can go start the episode now. I just wanted to present you with that belt.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Elijah. So today is our award show. How are you feeling about this today?
I'm feeling great.
We're all excited to see what the new champ has in store for us. So, obviously, today the belt is not on the line, but welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Hardcore and the Casual podcast. I'm your host, Justin, and today, as always, we are joined by our Hardcore and the Casual MMA champion, Elijah. How you doing, Elijah?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, we're getting into this award show today. We're going to be giving out all of our awards for Fighter of the Year, Fight of the Year, KO of the Year, everything. And just to top it off, the belt is not on the line, so you get to hold it for another week at least. So we're going to start putting it back on the line because I want to win that belt. Don't forget, that is my belt. It hangs up on my wall. So just because you want it, it's a loner right now. I'm the interim champ. Okay?
Interim champ?
No, there's no interim champs. You know what? Maybe I should make that other belt the interim title. You know what? I'm going to put it on set. I'm going to put it back on set. Give me 1 second. All right, and we're back. Title's back on. It is vacant. It is retired. It is a retired title now, much like the 145 women's title. But, you know, maybe I'll pull it out of retirement one day. Maybe if you don't show up one day, I'm taking that as interim title. And then you and me will be going for that belt the next time you show up. How's that feel? All
that
right?
works well with me.
That works okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're never going to win an interim title because I'm always going to be here.
You really think you're going to take this belt from me?
I just want the belt really bad. Did you not see what I put on the screen right before you walked in here? Obviously, I want the belt. I'm coming for your ass.
You're not getting the belt.
All right. So we are going to hop into our award show now. We have 10 categories to go through. So, Elijah, just give me a summary of this year for you. How did you feel about the year 2025 for the UFC?
I think that this year was great. We've seen a lot of good knockouts. We've seen a lot of upcoming fighters.
Pull it up a little more. All right, you're good.
We've seen fighters change, grow, evolve, lose. A lot of losses were important to a fighter's trajectory, and I think it was a very great year for the MMA.
I agree. I think that it was the year of the spinning back elbow. There was like 5-6 spinning back elbow knockouts in MMA this year. By the way, all of our picks are basically going to be based on the UFC. Like this can be like an MMA show, but this is UFC awards. We didn't watch much of anything else really this year. You could call us casuals for that or not, but the UFC is really what's the most important. Nothing else really. Like one didn't have a great year, and PFL didn't really have a good year. So, like, what else is there really to watch other than the UFC right now? You know, if the PFL was popping off, we'd be watching it. Like, we watched Usman versus Paul Hughes, but, like, that brings no interest to me anymore now. So, all right, we're going to hop into it. No more shitting on other organizations, even though sometimes they deserve to be shit on. I don't know. All right, we're going to start off strong, Elijah. We're going to start off with Fighter of the Year. This is more of an objective category where it's going to be one of the top guys, one of the guys who literally had like statistically a really good year. I put Merab, Usman, Joshua Van, and Waldo or Cortez Acosta as like the front runners for this category. If you have someone else that's like close, you could pick him too. But for the most part, it's going to be one of those top guys. And then later we have a favorite category where that's more of a subjective thing, where it's like our opinion, and it could be anyone.
Yeah.
So for right now, we're doing Fighter of the Year. Let's get our boards out and let's get going. All right, Fighter of the Year. Who do we both have?
This is gonna shock you.
I hope it does. I want to see some shocking stuff today, Elijah. I want to see you be your casual self and pick your casual picks. 3, 2, 1.
Ilia Topuria.
Ilia Topuria. I got Islam Makhachev. Why Ilia Topuria? He had one fight.
I just, the way I see Ilia Topuria fight, I think that he is in next line to carry the UFC. You know, right now Islam's holding it down. You know, the prodigy, that whole story. But once Islam settles down, I think Ilia, he has way more years to go. He's going to take over.
He also had the best main event knockout of the year. Like, there's been, like, obviously we're going to get to KO of the year. There's been better KOs. But in main event title picture, Ilia Topuria had the best knockout. By far. Like, there was really only him and Alex Pereira who knocked people out in the main event picture this year. And Alex Pereira's wasn't really a clean knockout. Like, you can give him credit for it, but it wasn't really clean. Ilia Topuria's was a flash knockout. That thing was like one punch, you're asleep.
Yeah.
So that you could give it to him. I picked Islam Makhachev because he had 2 fights this year. One at lightweight where he broke the record for most title defenses at lightweight, and then he moved up and dominated the welterweight champion and beat him and became 2 weight division champion and tied the record for most win streak. For longest win streak in the UFC's history. That's a pretty Fighter of the Year thing to do.
Yeah.
Merab would have been in content. Like, Merab would have won if he beat Petr Yan.
Oh, yeah, easily.
He would have had 4 fights, 4 title defenses. He would have easily swept the list.
Especially if he would have 50-45 them.
Yeah, it's even right now, even you could put Merab. Like, Merab 3 wins this year and a banger fight against Petr Yan to end the year. You could easily slide Merab in there, but like he lost his title, which means that I immediately like took him out and slid Islam in.
That aura's gone.
Not the aura's gone. I mean, it's just he lost his title at the end of the year. That's not like yeah, he could be Fighter of the Year still, but like that's not how you finish out the year. Islam Makhachev broke the record at lightweight, went up, tied the record for longest win streak, and won 2 division belts. So, I don't know. That's pretty impressive, in my opinion. Yeah, so, all right, we'll move on to the next one. We're going to do favorite Fighter of the Year next, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a way less objective category. This is completely subjective. Your opinion, whatever you think. If you want it to be, I don't know, Colby Covington, you can pick, even though he didn't fight this, pick someone who fought this year, okay? But you could pick whoever you want to pick.
Do you have a market eraser?
Yeah, give me a second. All right, favorite Fighter of the Year. Now we can get locked in. You got your eraser. I got my marker back. Favorite Fighter of the Year. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1.
Alex Potan Piera.
I had a feeling you were going to go with that. I picked Joshua Van. Y'all can go argue with a wall. He won the world title this year. He has what the greatest fight. Spoiler alert: the greatest fight of the year, in my opinion. He knocked out Bruno Silva in like the 3rd round, and then he beat Alexandre Pantoja for the flyweight title. Go slob on someone else's knob, not mine. Stay away from me. Joshua Van's my world champ. I don't care. I'll say it until the cows come home. He's my world champ. Yeah, Joshua Van, favorite Fighter of the Year.
He had a good year, yeah.
Yeah, he had 3 fights, 3 wins.
Then he won the belt.
He won the belt. So, Max Holloway's my favorite fighter. He had 1 fight this year, super exciting. It was great. Joshua Van's my favorite Fighter of the Year, though. He's great.
Dustin, right?
Yeah. He beat Dustin. Then retired him.
Okay.
But, that's a good second place. But Joshua Van, 3 fights in a year, all wins, winning the title, best fight of the year. Come on, Joshua Van. So why did you pick Alex Pereira?
Man, that aura, man, coming back, losing your belt, coming back to knock the guy out who everyone says beat you, but beat you while you were injured. You feel what I'm saying? You had a great fight with a guy while you were injured, and I think that everyone's going to be like, okay, well, he fought Ankalaev when he was injured. But Ankalaev didn't give the fight that Alex Pereira brought when he was injured.
Okay. That's fair. That's a fair statement. That's a fair enough statement. And if you want to pick Alex Pereira as your favorite Fighter of the Year? It's a subjective category. Whoever brought you the most joy this year. So there you go. All right, we're going to move on to fight of the year. This is your favorite fight of the year. The one that you just sat down and you were just like, that was awesome. I've got 2 picks here, but you got to go with one of them. So I'm going with the one that I already said. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. I have Joshua Van versus Brandon Royval, and my runner-up is Merab versus Piotr Jan.
I have Max versus Dustin. I thought that was an awesome fight. The energy was crazy.
What? I see what you have written there. What is that all about? What's the one on the bottom for?
Surreal for his time.
What is that about? Is that your runner-up?
That's my runner-up. It exposed Tom Aspinall for being a fraud.
I hate you. I hate you so much. I should have just waited for Matt to come and not done it with you. I should have just did it with Matt later tonight when he gets off of work. Oh my God. I like your first pick. Max versus Dustin was awesome. They had like 4 knockdowns in that fight. Both knocked each other down. Back and forth war, 5 rounds, decision, great. Dustin's final fight for the BMF title. All the circumstances were great around that fight. That's like top 3 for me. But what the fuck is that about with Surreal Kane and Tom Aspinall?
I can't say too much, but Tom Aspinall was exposed.
Okay, I think you just needed a spot to slide that in to just make a statement about Tom Aspinall on this podcast.
We are Tom Aspinall haters.
No, you are Tom Aspinall hater. I am Tom Aspinall lover. That was coming out wrong. Never mind. Moving on. Joshua Van versus Brandon Royval was my fight of the year. It was a banger. Back and forth war. It brought us the most amount of views on our reaction video that we've ever had. We're almost at 70,000 views on that video now. So, yeah, Joshua Van versus Brandon Royval. It was an awesome fight. We were all going crazy for it. And then to end with the last 10 seconds, Joshua Van dropping Royval, like right before the buzzer's about to go off, it was awesome. It was such a good fight. And Piotr Jan versus Merab 2 was my second favorite. I thought that fight was awesome, too, all the way through, because you weren't really expecting it to play out like that. So as it was going on, you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So yeah, those 2 fights were awesome. There were a couple like 1-round bangers on prelims and stuff, but like, come on, you care more about the main event guys than the prelim guys, so you're always gonna feel something more for like the main event fights, even if there were prelim fights that were better.
Yeah,
you know. All right, we're gonna move on. KO of the year. What is your knockout of the year, your favorite knockout from this calendar year? All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Who do you got? Oh, you got Lerone Murphy's spinning elbow. That's my runner-up.
Yeah.
My favorite was Rufy's spin kick on Bobby Green when he did like that. He feinted like the punch and then he spun around and he knocked him clean out with the spinning heel kick. That was the best knockout of the year. But Murphy on Pico, that's second favorite, guaranteed. He set that up so perfectly. Brought him to the left, brought him to the right, spun, knocked him out with that elbow. It was gorgeous. So I don't blame you for picking that one. But Rufy's on Green, that spin, that kick, that everything, that looked like it hurt. That looked like it hurt bad. Yeah, what about Murphy Pico was so awesome to you?
Bro, I just think like when you think about it, right? Think about that. Someone did a spinning back elbow. That sounds like something out of Mortal Kombat. Dude. Yeah. That's crazy.
And it was seconds after that had just happened to someone else. Like Carlos Pratas knocked out Jeff Neal with a spinning elbow right before that. Like the fight before, there were 2 spinning elbows in a row, which made that one seem even cooler in comparison because that one was the better of the 2. So it was that was lit. That was the best. No, I was gonna say that was the best night of knockouts in the UFC this year, but it's just statistically not. There have been better. All right, next up we've got submission of the year. Who had your greatest submission from the calendar year 2025? All right, you ready? Mm-hmm. All right, 3, 2, 1. My pick is Anthony Hernandez's submission on Roman Dolidze when he picked him up and dragged him halfway across the octagon. My runner-up was Silva on Bryce Mitchell, the ninja choke. Who do you have?
Merab submitting Sean O'Malley.
Okay, that's a good one with that. Yeah, like what was it? It was like a front guillotine choke. It was almost like a ninja choke, but I don't think they called it a ninja choke. It was just like a one-arm guillotine kind of thing. Yeah, that was a really good one too, and it was a main event. Put more stakes on it. This was a main event too, but it was a main event of a fight night. And it's just the coolest submission that I maybe have ever seen.
Yeah.
Because Anthony Hernandez literally walks up behind Roman Dolidze, or like he's beating his ass, and like he pushes his knee down, trips him down, gets him on the floor, and then he grabs him from behind the neck. And instead of like, you know, how people would usually like lace up the body, they'd go to like the body lock to try and get the rear naked choke.
Yeah.
He just grabs him and just stands up with him. He picks him up, like rear naked choke, picks him up, and then just drags him across the octagon, like by the neck. He's literally like dragging him by the neck across the octagon, and Roman Dolidze is just tapping out as he's being dragged. It's the coolest submission. It was so badass when I watched it.
Sounds super disrespectful.
It was so disrespectful because he was disrespecting him the entire fight. He was like whooping his ass the entire fight. Roman didn't have a second of offense, and then all of a sudden he's getting dragged across the octagon and submitted. It was so brutal. And then Silva's ninja choke on Bryce Mitchell was just cool. I just thought it was cool, like the way he did it, the torque and the just the anaconda like grip he had on him. That was insane. But Hernandez was better. Next up, we have event of the year. What was your favorite pay-per-view fight night? It could be anything, but it's probably gonna be a pay-per-view. So, what was your favorite event of the year? All right, you ready? Mm-hmm. 3, 2, 1.
320.
323. I've got it was Merab versus Piotr Jan. And Pantoja versus Joshua Van. The entire night was so violent. Like, from the very first fight of the night on UFC 323, I'm including prelims in this too. Yeah. You don't have to, but I'm including prelims. UFC 323 was from the first fight all the way through until the main event, banger after banger after banger. Then there was the Joshua Van Pantoja thing, but I was excited because Joshua Van won. Other than that, it was literally a night full of knockouts and awesome fights. There wasn't a bad fight on the whole card. Mm. So I gave it to 323. Why'd you give it to 320? Let me guess. Wait. Let me guess. Alex Pereira.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Casual.
The greatest fighter of all time.
All you care about is Alex Pereira, you casual.
He's the GOAT.
No, he's not even close. Not even top 10.
So if Alex Pereira was to beat, let's say he beat Tom Aspinall and John Jones in a calendar year. Got up.
Okay, then maybe that would make him the GOAT, but he's not the GOAT right now. He hasn't done that, so you can't just assume that he would. Honestly, it's smarter to assume he couldn't do that.
No, he can.
He got taken down by Israel Adesanya, and there's no, come on. There's no way. He's going to fight a heavyweight, get taken down, and beat up, and it's not going to be fun. We've been over this a million times, and I don't know how many times I could tell you until it happens, and then you're just going to be disappointed. But I'm going to be able to tell you that I told you so. So, you die on that hill. I'll be the one that shoots you off it. All right, next up, we've got comeback of the year. So I put a little preference. This could either be a fighter that has returned this year, that hasn't been fighting for a while and made a return, got a good win or something like that. Or it could be someone who's come back within a fight. Someone who was down like 2 rounds, came back and knocked the guy out in the third or something like that. You can take it however you want it. It could be one or the other. But the category is comeback of the year. So, what are your choices? Or what is your choice?
Can it be an entire fight?
Yeah, it could be a fight. It would just be like one guy's getting their ass whooped and then they come back and end up winning. That's kind of like the category style. All right, you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Merab versus Piotr Jan.
Okay, I actually have Piotr Jan here as one of my runner-ups. I picked Yuri Prohaska's comeback on Khalil Roundtree because he was literally losing that entire fight, and then all of a sudden, last round, he goes Super Saiyan and knocks out Khalil Roundtree. It was crazy watching that fight because we were so sure that Khalil was going to win, and then all of a sudden, Yuri started beating his ass in the third, and we were like, "What the hell is happening?" So yeah, Yuri gets my comeback of the year award. I also put down Macy Barber because she had her whole like health situation earlier in the year, came back and won at the last pay-per-view. So you got to give her credit for coming back after like having an illness and being able to still fight and win and be at the top of the division. And then I have Petr Yan, who has been out of the title picture since 2022 and now is world champion again 3 years later. That's insane. That's a comeback. That is a comeback.
Yeah, that's a real comeback.
You can't claim that that's not a comeback.
After beating a guy who 50-45'd you.
Exactly. Yep. It's a good pick. It's a good pick. That might be your first good pick of the whole the whole award show. Congratulations. You finally got one. All right. Next up, we've got our hot mic moment of the year. So it would just be someone who was on a interview or a post-fight interview, post-fight press conference, pre-fight press conference, like a Nina drama video, just anything where a fighter is speaking into a microphone and said something that you liked. All right, are we ready? Mm-hmm. All right, UFC hot mic moment of the year goes to 3, 2, 1.
Deshaun Strickland with Nina.
Oh, okay. Just any one of them? They're all funny.
They're all hilarious. They're
all hilarious, to be fair. I've got Derek Lewis's UFC Nashville promo after he knocked out Taliesin Teixeira, because I forget who it was who interviewed him. I think it was probably Anik or someone, but they asked him like, who do you want next? And he goes, oh, well, I've been in training camp for a while. I've been away for like two whole weeks, so I want my wife next. And I just started, that was the funniest thing I'd ever heard in my life. It was amazing. It was definitely the funniest thing anyone said into a microphone this year. So he was like, I want my wife next. And I was like, oh, Derek.
She's in for a lot of trouble.
Oh, yeah. If he was doing the kind of ground and pound he was doing to Taliesin Teixeira on his wife, oh my God, someone call the cops. No, but he's doing a different kind of ground and pound on his wife. All right. We're gonna move on now to the Max Holloway's Chin Award. The Max Holloway's Chin Award. It does not have to go to Max Holloway. It's just you get the point. Who's got the titanium chin of the year? Who did you think, oh my God, how's that guy not going unconscious right now? All right, 3, 2, 1. You got Merab. I got Merab as my runner-up, but my main one is Belal Muhammad. Belal Muhammad has fought twice this year, fought Ian Gary and Jack Della Maddalena, and he got hit with big-ass shots in both of those fights, never went down once. When he fought Jack Della Maddalena, Belal Muhammad got hit with so many clean shots to the jaw and never even seemed like he took a step back. Like, legit, he kept moving forward, he kept the pressure on. He lost because he was getting hit with too big of shots.
Yeah.
But I literally screamed, probably, you could watch the live reaction for it. I probably screamed 20 times, how is he not unconscious? How is he still alive? How is he still awake? How is he not gone to sleep? Yeah. I said that 20 times in that fight because he got hit with so many shots and never went to bed. Same thing in the Ian Gary fight. He got hit with so many clean shots from Ian Gary and never went down once. So, all the credit in the world to Belal for that. And Merab, what do you want to...
Merab has been through so many fights, and he's taken so much damage. I mean, so much damage in the last 2 years.
4 fights just this year. 4 fights just this year.
Think about last year, too.
In that Petr Yan fight, especially with Merab, dude, he got hit with like a million punches from Petr Yan that would have put me to bed. And he just walked right through him. Yeah. He fought 4 times this year. Never seemed like he was stumbled. Like, he was like... He got stumbled a couple of times, but he never seemed like he was out of a fight.
Yeah.
You know? No matter what he got hit with, he was always just like, whoa. Like, he would, like, shake it off and then get right back to it.
I wouldn't call it a puncher's chance. I would just call it a winner's chance.
Fair enough. And... He was hit by so many shots this year. But Belal got hit with harder shots. Considering Belal's at a higher weight division where people punch harder, dude, Belal took a lot of clean punches to the jaw this year. Yeah. All right. Final category. It is our Hardcore in the Casual Award for 2026. This is where we put our stamp on a fighter that we think is going to have the best 2026. And then we could always look back on it next year and be like, oh, did we pick the right person? So, who do you think is going to have the best 2026? Who do you think is going to be the fighter of the year for 2026. This is a prediction thing. It doesn't have to be based on stats. You could pick someone who's like not even in like title contention right now, because they could have a really good year. You never know.
I don't see anyone who has the belt holding the belt long term, so I guess I got to go with my best option. I think he's gonna have a great year. I'm gonna have my runner-up.
All right.
I'm gonna have. I believe.
I don't think I have a runner-up for this category.
Really?
I'm fairly certain that this guy is gonna have the best year next year.
Okay.
Because a lot of the other weight divisions, a lot of the other champions, a lot of the other contenders in all these other divisions have kind of been fucking around recently. And I think this guy is going to be on his shit now that he's champ again. 3, 2, 1.
Ilya Topuria, Joshua Van.
Okay, that's fair. I think that Petr Yan is going to have the best year. After watching that performance against Merab, I highly doubt anyone's beating him.
Because look, he just beat Merab. They're going to force the fight with O'Malley. He's going to walk through O'Malley after fighting him already. It's going to be so many great years.
I don't think the rematch with O'Malley is going to go O'Malley's way. I think with 5 rounds, it leans way heavier in Petr Yan's favor. I think if Song Yadong beats O'Malley and they line up the Song Yadong fight, I think Petr Yan walks right through Song Yadong pretty easily. He walks through Corey Sandhagen again. Merab is probably his hardest fight. If Merab gets healthy, takes some time off, fights him towards the end of the year, that could be a real good challenge for Petr Yan. But after watching what he just did to Merab, you never know. He could just do that again.
Yeah.
But there's no other. I mean, Umar might give Petr Yan a good fight, but honestly, I think Petr Yan is better at the things that Umar is good at. Mm-hmm. So Petr Yan just all around right now seems like an unstoppable force in the bantamweight division.
Yeah.
Because he just beat the unstoppable force in the bantamweight division.
He just had 3 prior fights.
Exactly. So why do you think Ilya Topuria and Joshua Van are going to have the best years?
Man, his training, his regimen, his mentality, I believe that he'll... Like, it's one thing to get the belt, but it's one thing to be a settled-in champion. Like, when we think of settled-in champions, we think of Khabib. Past that, we can go to Usman. Someone who wins a lot of fights so comfortably that they become better as champion.
Yeah.
They become more experienced. Like, because even look at Usman. Who did he fight? He fought Kamza, and they had a great fight.
He did have a great fight against Kamza, and that's the middleweight champ right now. So
off 2 weeks' notice. Does anyone forget that?
That's a fair statement. I think Ilya Topuria, if he actually ends up fighting this year, then he'll have a good year. But I don't know if he's going to be fighting in the first half of the year at least. And then Joshua Van, as long as he can make it through Manel Kopp and Teshiro Taira, then he'll have a good year.
Yeah.
But those are hard fights for Joshua Van. Like, I'll admit it, I love Joshua Van. I've been obviously riding him all podcasts, like the whole podcast. Yeah, I know. I can admit it. I mean, he's my favorite. He's my second favorite fighter. So why wouldn't I hype him up? But you know,
I gotta train just to go take out your boy?
You're never gonna make 125. You would never make 120. Your lanky ass ain't ever making 125.
I can make 125.
You're gonna look like Corey Sandhagen at 125.
But think about my rehydration after though.
Okay, yeah. Joshua Van still whoops your ass. So, but yeah, I think he's gonna have a good year. But I can also admit that he's gonna have hard fights against Manel Kopp and Teshiro Taira. Because those are hard fights. And the Pantoja rematch, that's going to be a hard fight.
Yeah.
So, Ilya Topuria is a good pick, though. I don't think anyone's beat. I mean, Armin has a shot at beating Ilya if they fight, but Ilya runs through literally everyone else in the lightweight division. Gaethje, Patty. What are you looking at me for? Yeah, he runs through both of them pretty easily, too. He runs through Gaethje, Patty. He beats Max in a rematch. He beats Charles Oliveira in a rematch. He beats...
Patty?
Yeah.
5'10" Patty. 5'10", 200
No,
Patty.
I'm saying Ilya beats Patty.
He doesn't beat Patty. No way. No way he beats Patty ever.
Brother, Patty goes to sleep in the first 2 minutes. Patty gets hit with the same shot that Oliveira got hit with and goes to bed the same way Oliveira went to bed. The only person that has a shot is... Armin Shesterkian. No. Michael Chandler will never get a title fight ever again. It is Armin Shesterkian. That's the only guy.
Title, right?
Huh?
He might get a BMF title. He could fight.
Yeah,
Max.
I mean, you could always slide anyone in for BMF title. You could bring Tony Ferguson back tomorrow and put him in a BMF title fight if you wanted to. But yeah, I mean, Chandler might get a BMF title fight, but not a divisional championship.
Yeah.
So, all right, but that is all of our categories for UFC for 2025. That basically does it for our 2025 UFC Hardcore and the Casual podcast. How did you feel? I know you already said it at the beginning of the episode, but give me another sentence or two about how you felt about 2025.
2025 was the year of the fighters. I think that between the UFC, any MMA companies, PFL or One Take, that's what it's called, right?
One FC.
One FC. We could even go into boxing. Boxing had a great year. I think that overall, this was the fighters' year. This was definitely the fighters' year.
It wasn't really about the companies. It was about the fighters. I can agree with that. And for us personally here at the Hardcore and the Casual, we dominated our year before.
Yeah.
Like 2024, we started this, and it was a very good year for us. Like, we had some videos that got over a couple thousand views. We really got into it. We felt like we were just catching our stride. We figured out our formats for our videos. 2025, though, has been our year. We have started 2 new podcasts. We have that belt right there. You want to show it off. We have a sign now with our logo on it. We have a video that's almost at 70,000 views on our channel. We have other videos that have hit thousands of views. We have come out with new formats of videos. We did Battle for the Bank the first half of the year. We've done a bunch more, what are they called? Fight reviews, which our last one kind of popped off a little bit, so go watch our fight reviews. We formatted the channels, made it all look professional. Our set looks better now. Everything has really turned up in 2025, and we are expecting it to do the same in 2026.
Even better.
And we are going to be coming into 2027 as one of the greatest channels on YouTube. I can promise you guys that.
Yeah.
We're going to be in the conversation with MMA On Point, with MMA Shay, with MMA Joey, with MMA Guru. We're going
to get past Chael Sonnen.
We're going to beat these people. Like no, all friendly competition. Like, we watch your guys' content. Like, we're not haters. We're not haters. We're not gunning for your guys' necks or trying to like take away your views or anything. We want to actually work with you guys. If you guys want to collab one day, you guys want to do a video together or something, we want to. We're just saying that we are going to be the best. We're going to be the greatest. Like, there's no stopping us.
Justin wants to tell you guys is that this year we're going to be competing, and we're going to be competing hard because
friendly competition though.
It's friendly, but we're going to blow them out the water.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly my point.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not even going to be close because we are just going to be better. Like, and that's not disrespect to them, but we have all the potential in the world right now.
We have the confidence.
And this sounds cocky, but it's just confidence. Like, I just know that we can do this if we just keep going with it. Like, I know it. And I want it. I want it so bad. You guys don't even understand. Leave it in the comments below if you guys want to start a Patreon or something.
Yeah.
Where if you guys want to start giving us money to do this, we will do more.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we will start, like, opening up our schedules more to do more videos. We can do stuff like that if we, get some monetary value. Because we got to work still. Yeah. We still need money to pay for all the nice stuff in our lives.
Come on, guys. Bless us up. We work in retail, for crying out loud.
Yeah, exactly. But if you guys want to help us out and you guys enjoy seeing these videos, then get into contact with us and tell us. Like, we love your videos and we want to do more to support you guys. And this isn't me trying to be like, oh, give us your money. This is me saying, if you guys do support us and you'd like to, we'll take it.
We'll take the extra mile, too.
Yeah, because it will help us in the long run. And if it helps us, that means it'll help you guys who enjoy watching us.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we don't really need you guys to send us anything. We love doing this and we're going to keep doing it. But if you guys want to see the quality get better, then get involved. Get active. Tell people about us. Tell us what you feel. Tell us what you think. We want to hear from you guys. And we know that with your guys' help, we can be the biggest channel on YouTube for MMA.
Yeah.
We can be, for the WWE podcast, we could be the biggest pro wrestling channel on YouTube. For our new TV and movies and TV channel, if with your guys' help, we can be the biggest TVs and movie channel on YouTube. It just takes your guys' help along with our motivation to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So thank you guys for really, this is just a long-winded way of me saying thank you guys for amazing 2025.
100% integrity too. We'll put 100% integrity into everything. If you comment, if you go on the TikTok, if you go on the shorts, if you comment, if you just interact, we're definitely going to get back to you 100%. Full integrity.
One of us will contact you. One of us will get back to you. One of us will eventually say hi. Yeah, but that is just my long-winded way of saying thank you for a great 2025, because all that stuff that I said about us all comes from you guys. So thank you guys. And thank you, Elijah, because you've been a great Hardcore in the Casual MMA champion. It's my belt, but you.
And let's give a thanks and a round of applause to Justin for seeing me at work, arguing with me, to now he's brought me into a space and we've made this channel something bigger than what it was. We have to thank Justin.
Thank you, brother.
We have to thank Justin.
Thank you, brother.
We appreciate it.
It's been a good 2025. It'll be a better 2026. So thank you guys for watching the Hardcore and the Casual MMA podcast. Thank you, Elijah, for always coming and being a great champion on the Hardcore and the Casual MMA podcast. I have been your host of the Hardcore and the Casual MMA podcast. I'm going to really drive this shit home. You guys are not going to be able to go to sleep at night without hearing Elijah and Justin from the Hardcore and the Casual MMA podcast.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you guys so much, and peace out. Hold up the belt. You got to show them out. You got to show it out.
The belt.
Yeah, come on.
The belt.
World champ over here. World champ.
Listen, this belt right here, just symbolizes hard work.
Hard work and dedication.
Hard work and dedication.
To being a casual. Yeah, a lot of hard work and dedication to sitting around and not watching the prelims.
But you know what? That's what makes the channel better, because
it does. If you were a hardcore too, it just wouldn't be as fun.
Nah, it wouldn't.
Mixed martial arts fans, if you guys like this content, then please click right here, go under playlist, and check out all the variety we have to offer. If you guys want a suggestion on where to start, click this video right here. And if you guys want to contact us on any of our social media channels, check out THATCasual HQ. Hey, keep it casual.